fine. How are you?
Good. So listen, you are, I think, didn't you get an award or something for the most ISCA conventions you've come out? You've never missed one, right?
That's right. This is the 27th one.
Yeah.
And I don't come as long as I used to.
Yeah.
It's towards the end now, and everybody's getting sleepy and they're taking breaks.
Okay.
But
yeah.
see, I'm not competing because I'm just here for a day, just to visit.
Yeah, come see all your friends.
Yes.
So you are based where you've got two places, Texas and California, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and a little bit of Amsterdam.
Yeah, and you used to do, I don't know if you still do courtroom art. Is that what your specialty is?
I used to do that. It was great. I was 6 feet away from a murderer once, and he said he didn't. God told him to kill the person, and
I get asked that all the time at home if I do courtroom, and I always tell people, to me that seems like a depressing place to have to go every day to work. Right? Did you find it that way? Did you find it depressing? Did it play with the mind?
Actually, I hate to say it, but no.
No,
I found it exciting.
Oh, a lot of people feel that way. So now, you do portraits and you do caricatures. You do a lot of events. So what are you doing these days? Are you still drawing? Are you still doing anything?
Yes, I have 2 main events that I do, and they're both in Houston, where I'm living.
Yeah.
And but I'm ready to travel. I've met people that work for a few weeks here and a few weeks there, and that sounds good. So I might start traveling again.
Oh, good for you. So, what would you like to tell people? We're doing an episode on the ISCA convention. So, what makes you come out every year? I mean, you've never missed one. That's quite an achievement. So, what makes you come every year?
Well, I'm always open to new ideas, and I think anybody who is open to new ideas will love it here.
Yeah.
Because every time I come here, I learn something new.
Yeah.
I've tried working on digital many times, and I've always given up. And I came here today, and sure enough, somebody said, "Come on, I'll show you how to do digital."
Yeah.
So I might try it again.
Yes. Well, this is the place to learn things like that, right? And you probably got so many friends here over the time. And you, what's the best? What do you get the most out of? I mean, coming back to learn some of the things, but you've attended the seminars and stuff over the years. What do you think of the seminars that they have here in the workshop?
Yeah, they're wonderful. The only reason I haven't come lately is that the timing is wrong. I have a very important show that I have to do, and I can only take one day off to come here.
Wow.
Yeah, if they change their program or we change our convention dates, then maybe I'll be able to coordinate it. But I'll tell you what, one day is better than nothing.
That's right.
For those people out there that are considering, well, maybe I'll just go for one day. I think there's a day rate.
Yes, there is now. They put that in a couple years ago.
Yeah, for people that just want to test the waters.
Yes.
And I think it's a wonderful thing because for most people, once you just see the place, but you do have to leave your ego at the door.
Yes, because there's a lot of inspiration.
Right. When you go home, you're a big fish in your little pond.
That's right.
And here, all of a sudden, you're a guppy in the ocean.
Yes.
So if you can take that in the right spirit of learning, appreciating the other people, don't be jealous, don't be competitive, don't get your feelings hurt. Just enjoy the atmosphere and the learning experience. I think if I can give you any words of encouragement, that would be it.
Well, that's amazing. And that's one of the things that I find in our area at Toronto. We have a lot of artists who don't come out to these kind of things. They're not part of ISCA or another association, but they think they're doing great. But boy, if they were to come out here and see what's really going on in the exaggeration world, they'd be a little, I think, wow, would be the answer.
Yes, I'm always inspired. I go home and I go back to my regular style, which is interesting because, in my opinion, we each have our own style that you just you can tweak it.
Yeah.
Okay, you can learn and change a little bit, but if you copy somebody else's style, that's silly. You know, why do it? You know, because you're your own individual and you have your own style. I tend to be more portrait-like.
Yeah.
And I don't exaggerate as much, but I love the super exaggerated caricatures. I mean, in my younger days, they used to make me look gorgeous. Nowadays,
You still look gorgeous. Stop.
But, you know, as we age, we tend to sag a little bit. And, you know, I'm just here to appreciate a new way to look at myself. You know, when I look in the mirror, thank goodness my eyes are, you know, I don't see the wrinkles because the eyes are going somewhere. But here, you know, every wrinkle is going to be drawn, and that's good. You know, if you have a long nose like me, I never think of it as really long, but I've had it pointing to the ground. But that's the fun of it. It's these people exaggerate. They know how to just twist and turn faces, and you can take one face and 100 people can draw it, and they'll all say, wow, that's exactly you, and they're all totally different. That's the miracle of caricature, is that you're getting the essence of that person, but to describe it, well, it's the nose. No, it's the placement of the eyes. It's the way the eyes and the nose meet. It's the smile. It's the cheeks. It's the pushing and the pulling. I mean, everybody has another answer to the question, how do you draw a caricature? And coming here is like being in the middle of the best. These are the best. You know, it's
true. It's amazing, and I'm like you, because I do weddings at home. You know, throwing the bride's nose on the other side of her head is never popular. Well, at least in my experience. So I don't exaggerate as much as I would like to. So when I come here, that's one of the things I work on, is I'm always trying to push my exaggeration a bit more than I normally would at home. And then when I go back home, I find I'm a little more exaggerated than I was before I came, right? And I think that's what you're saying. You go back to your style, but you still take something from that last convention, right?
And we helpfully criticize each other. A newcomer today came over to me and said, I really need some help. Can you critique my work? And I said, sure, why not? So I went over there and I started out by saying, this is great. Well, you know, you don't quite need that many lines. Why don't you simplify all of those in this one area, the hair? Okay, the hair. You know, you look for the general shape rather than, you know, every single line. And he said, thank you so much. And it was nothing, you know, because and everybody does. Everybody will help everybody else. And that's the beauty of it.
So, if we want to hire you, where do we go to find out more about Eve Myles? What is the website, darling?
Well,
I should know it because I built it, but I forget what it is now.
You're not going to believe this. It was lost in cyberspace. There is no longer an EveMyles.com.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
It's Eve at Eve Myles. Wait.
That sounds like an email.
I'm at iCloud.
Okay, so you don't have a website any longer? You're not sure? It used to be EveMyles.ca, right?
That's
it used to be. I think.
EveMyles.com.
EveMyles.com. So
EveMyles.com.
That's the website. Okay.
I love it. But he's the master. I mean, honestly. But you can't write to Eve at EveMyles.com. You have to write to Eve Myles with a Y.
Eve Myles at iCloud.com?
That's it.
All right. See, because you said iCloud, that's an iCloud address, so that's good.
That's it.
Eve, thank you so much.
iCloud.com.
Thank you so much for being on. That was wonderful.
Very much. It's always a pleasure.